Hello there everybody and welcome back to another episode of Oxygen Not Included. We're starting very close to last episode actually because this egg is about to come out of incubation. But I think today's plan is we're going to do the exploration we were meant to do in the last episode. So we're going to go all the way up, all the way to the left, all the way to the right, and as far as we can going down. And I think that's where we're going to kick off. So we'll jump back when this egg is completed. Our stone hatchling egg is just about to crack, so we're going to wait for that one. It's got, doesn't actually say how many seconds it's got left, but we're going to set up this one ready for it to go, and we're just waiting for the stone hatch so we can actually see a bit more information about it and add it to our essentially critter drop off is it. So let's have a look here. Where's stone hatch? Doesn't matter, we've got him over here. So we'll just pause for a second. We can see we've got a stone hatchling there, which is pretty nice. So over here we can come to the critter drop off. We can go and find stone hatchling. We'll add maximum of 8 critters there, which will be good. And in the critter feeder we can come over and find the stone hatchling. Where are we? Stone hatchling. And we're going to give it all the igneous rock it can eat. And then we'll do the same thing here. We'll just say 4. And then we'll go find igneous rock. Perfect. So Dupe should come along and basically move him into his new house. Kevin's going there to tidy up. But it's going to be B-Man that does it today. Perfect. So they're coming over. Drop them off, and there we go. So stone hatchling, as we said, it turns some of the rock into coal, which is going to be nice for us. And then these guys, they're just going to stay there for the moment until we have a chance to actually expand these farms a little bit more. But we're digging over, like I said, we're digging over to the left-hand side, and we're digging down here to start with. There's a lot of things that are going to need hard digging, but that's okay. I think we're gonna stop right there actually. Let's have a look at skills. Let's go find our digger, which it's Pixel. They're quite a way from upgrading there, so we're not going to worry too much. As we were basically digging around, we dug over to the left-hand side, but we can't really find anything else. We've got the steam cool vent, which is pretty cool. There's nothing else in this area that we can actually see at the moment, but when we were digging up here, I didn't really want to dig through here for the moment because of all this polluted water, so I just dug a little bit around, and we actually found a cool salt slush geyser, which erupts with brine at -10°C. That's pretty cool though, because we can actually use that for our oxygen production later on, and we can use the cooling of the -10% brine to kind of countercool our hot oxygen that we're going to be putting out. But as you can see, we're trying to go to the top of the map, and there's this last bit of abyssalite before -64 igneous rock copper ore. So I think this is going to be the space biome, which kind of makes sense. We haven't quite got the digging over here because we need to pay to get... Is it pay? Who's our digger? Pixel. That's the one. We need them to get the super hard digging. But so far so good. With these hatches being cramped all the time, it's a very big pain to have to go and find the hatchling egg and then say move. So we're going to try and change that now by implementing almost like a dropper system. So if we dig out some of, let's dig out some of this area here, and what we'll do is we'll put a door there. We'll put a tile just there. So let's just hold off on this for a second. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get an automatic dispenser, which will drop over there. And over here we can add in maybe another door just there. Let's see how this is going to work. We'll find out. It can actually be a little bit smaller actually. Alright, this setup is now done. So in this automatic dispenser, what we're going to do is set the priority to something like 7. We'll say critter egg, and then we'll just put You know what, let's put all critter eggs in there except stone hatchling eggs. And what we should see is that there are some errands at the moment. And in this pneumatic door here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to disable the ability to go in and out. Should be super helpful. I might actually just say you can go out of there. So they're going to come over here. They're going to drop those eggs off. And yeah, that should be it. It will drop that egg over there. I don't believe these guys can reach. So you can see Gavin's coming to drop off that one. There we go. And there we go. He's going to get rid of all of them. And then once that's done, there should be no errands. We'll have a look. We'll have a look. That's a cheaty way of doing it. That's a very cheaty way of doing it. Alright, you guys, everyone move there. I think you need to be locked. So we'll lock this door. Okay. And then we'll put... Again, we'll go for critter eggs. All of them. Except for the stone hatchling. And then these guys shouldn't be able to do anything. There we go. And that'll sort that out. So what we'll do here is on the incubator, we'll put it to priority of 8. So depending on what eggs essentially we want to incubate, it will always go before the dispenser if it's empty. So we'll leave it at that. And then hopefully that will work. But what we've done now is we are exploring this section over here. This is a huge top bit. Haven't actually found space yet, so there's more abyssalite up there. So I think this might just be a strange biome, maybe. It is a bit weird. But we do have... Pixel does have the ability to do some hard digging, so that's what's going to happen down here. We're going to explore. We can see that we've got the magma biome over here, so we know this is going to be the bottom of the base. And I don't know what this looks like. I don't know if it's registered yet. We've discovered a few of these fossils as well, and when I clicked on it, it actually brought out a story trait, which I've not done yet either, so it's going to be interesting to go through it, and obviously, if you don't want to see any spoilers, you might have to skip while we do it. But we can have a look here. I've discovered a fossilized critter buried in my colony, at least part of one. But it does not resemble any species we have encountered on this asteroid. Where did it come from? How did it get here? And what other questions might these bones hold the answer to? There's only one way to find out. So we can see we've got the frozen fossil, the petrified fossil, the amber fossil, and it highlighted one that we were missing, which is the ancient specimen. So we'll have to dig those up and see, but it does reveal the area around it, which is quite nice. Hasn't shown us anything in particular that we are looking for. But we do have Pixel over here digging up this section. Because we've got more neutronium here, which means there's going to be a geyser event or something over here. And so I'm looking forward to it. Is Gavin going to be the one to do it? We've also added another one of these little oxygen plants. Which you can see it's just producing enough oxygen there to keep these guys going. But we can see more of the magma biome. Doesn't look like we've got any abyssalite cracks at the moment, so that's always a good sign. Ooh, we do have an abyssalite crack. Oh no. Oh no. We need to deal with that as soon as we can. So once we come down here, we're going to go and dig all the way across where we can, and then we'll start. What's the temperature? Where is it? So it's there. So we're going to start digging across like that. We've got to deal with that straight away. So if that heat's going to leak in, our base is going to get cooked. Alright, so this is another natural gas geyser. Okay, so we can tap that in and use it the same as that. Nice. So we've got Pixel and Meeple Pasta. They're just about to provide the... Oopsie. Let's just get rid of this one for the moment. They're just about to provide the insulated tiles over here. You can see that we've dug out this one over here. We're going to dig out this one, which is extremely hot, but it doesn't really transfer temperatures too well. But we still want to get rid of it. So let's just dive over to the research. We've basically just anything that's got 2 types of research we've been completing, and I think we got most of it actually. There's a few bits here that remain, but we've just been doing that in the background. Pixel. Who's coming to do it? Oko and Duct? Alright, you guys can come do it then. Okay, all holding their breaths, because this is a very big carbon dioxide pit at the moment. Right, we're just clearing up some of this area here, so the Pixel can work a little bit better. Because they weren't building... They're not building this insulated tile, and they weren't really doing the digging. But I'm not sure why, so we'll find out. Just prioritize it a little bit. And then while Jeff's doing that, we're going to have a dig command over here. We're going to prioritize 9 it. So that hopefully, by the time he's done with this, we can deconstruct this diagonally, which will make a vacuum in here. And then hopefully we won't be able to transfer any of this heat anymore. But that's what we can hope for. Jeff's just grabbing his breath. There we go. And here's Pixel. Perfect. Now it's a vacuum seal, so hopefully this won't transfer anymore, and it doesn't look like we've got any more breaks at the moment, which is quite nice. We did, however, dig through this bit here, which was a bit hot. So we're going to have to keep an eye out on that. We still haven't found the top of this, which is pretty interesting, but we've done most of the digging. We've finished up a couple incredible little projects that we've been doing. The first one is a lot of the sweep commands have actually been finished. And I'm just building another barracks here as well, just in case we want some more dupes, which I think we do. We also have some idle ones, so we've got to put them to work. And the easiest way to do that would be to add some sweep commands that are just low value. Let them crack at it when they're bored. So I also moved these incubators over by 1, so that we could move over the power station and that we could build this ladder in here, and it just fits nicely. And it's still a power plant. So that's pretty good. We do have the second incubator just unpowered. Nothing major at the moment, and we've got a couple extra stone hatches coming on over here. I think we're eventually going to turn this one into a stone hatch ranch as well, because why not? The second thing as well is, as you can see, we've explored quite a lot of the map, actually. We've been digging all these strange little tunnels to try and explore as much as we can. And we found a lot of the geysers, which we haven't uncovered yet, and that's what we're going to be doing today. The first one, we knew we had the cool salt slush geyser, but we've discovered the cool slush geyser, which is just polluted water instead. It does produce quite a bit, so that's good to note. The only downside is it's minus 10 degrees as well, and there's nothing on this side. And then there's nothing on this side either that I can see. There's nothing down here, but through our teleporter there's actually 2 vents. Geysers, volcanoes, whatever it's going to be. But they are 4 tiles wide, so kind of tells me they're either going to be a vent or a volcano. There wouldn't be a metal volcano because I don't think we've got any on here. But what we're going to do is we're going to set a priority of 9, and we're just going to start digging into these so that we can actually see what's happening. You can see we've come down here. We're digging out this passage as well so that we can explore the right. There's these 2 neutronium blocks here that are 3 wide. 3 wide is pretty much always going to be a minor volcano. But we have one over here that we can open up, and I assume they're going to be exactly the same. So again, let's do priority of 9. Make sure we can open up that one. There we go, and I don't think we had anything else. We've explored this section over here. We had a look in this section as well. And then, yeah, we can just about see everything here. I don't think there's anything hidden in that little shadow there, but eventually we will go ahead and find out. Also, this is a huge mix of random stuff. We haven't even been able to see space yet, so I need to find out what that's about. While these guys are digging through, what is it found? I think that's another natural gas geyser. We'll have a look. And this one over here is a dormant... What is it? A carbon dioxide geyser. Again, this spews out carbon dioxide at minus 55 degrees. But carbon dioxide isn't very good at keeping its temperature, so it will just basically become hot carbon dioxide very quickly and provide very little chill. This is another natural gas geyser. That's 3 natural gas geysers we got so far. I mean, that's pretty nice, actually. Because natural gas you can use for power, which then also provides you a bit of water as its output. It also allows you to cook more advanced versions of food. So we'll have a look at that one. Pixels over here, coming to find that last one, which is pretty good. That one's erupting at the moment. Thing is, this is 150C, so we don't really want to uncork these until we have materials that can handle that. There we go. This is a minor volcano. It erupts magma at 1700 degrees. It doesn't erupt very often, but it doesn't need to, because any of that magma gets out, we are going to be in some big trouble. So again, I assume that these are also magma or volcanoes. We've unlocked this sodium synthesizer, which is another one of the story traits, where it's a dream analyzing building, which if the dupes get pajamas from this little cubby, they can get some dream journals, which can power this and then give them a bit of a boost. And then we've also found this one over here, which was the critter flux. I believe you need to provide them with different species of critters. I haven't done this story, so we'll find out together on that one. But I think that's actually it. It took a little while to discover those. We haven't got any new dupes, anything like that. I think what we do need to do is actually look at our blueprints, see what Clay's going to give us this week. Some magma wedge wallpaper, that looks nice. Common, doesn't matter, that looks pretty good. Got some more. Come on, Clay. Pep Rally sports gloves? Okay. That's not too bad. Looking for a different cot. We do have the lab cot, which is just decorative. But it would be nice to get some of the fancier beds over time. But yeah, with that, guys, I think that's where we're going to end off this episode. We've managed to explore, and we've got a rough idea of what we're working with. We got 2 water sources, which is nice. 3 natural gas geysers, which will provide us some water as well as quite a bit of power. So we can eventually get those corked, and we can work out what to do with that. Is that liquid chlorine? It is liquid chlorine. So I think in the next episode, what we can do is we're essentially waiting for Duct over here. We just need them to get that little bit more experience so that we can get mechatronics engineering, which means we can then automate all of this section. We can just do a lot more automation with it. And I think we're going to pick up a whole bunch of more dupes, because we need to start thinking about getting into steel production so that we can start taming some of these natural gas geysers. Oh, we have another water source here, actually. So there is a lot that we can do, and we got to think about how we're going to handle the temperatures, because we've got a whole bunch of chill, a whole bunch of heat, and we kind of want to cross over there. And we also need to think about oxygen, because we're running out of algae. I mean, we could just dig some more up, but we're going to need to think about that in the future. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye for now.